we don't know anything. We're just monkeys trying to understand something. Come along with us and maybe we'll still know nothing. We're the honest honkies.
Welcome back to
What
the
up,
Honest
honkies?
Honkies podcast.
Well,
Episode 19, right?
I'm Shane,
And I'm Josh.
and I'm here for alcohol addiction.
Hi, Shane.
Hi. No, I'm just kidding, dude. I just have had a bad week. Or a bad day.
Why?
Because
You don't look like it, dude. You look fine. You coming here with a new pair of shoes?
yeah,
You didn't
Robin
think I
Williams
noticed?
looked fine. He made 30 movies. Guess what happened?
He hung himself. Did he hang himself?
I think so.
Man.
And it is kind of interesting that, like, why do you think that is? Why do you think some of, like, the happiest people, like, a lot of them kill themselves?
It's just an overabundance of joy. I don't know.
They're just filled up. Like, I got to offset this with the most unjoyful thing.
The worst thing you can do to yourself.
What a starting, dude. Straight to suicide.
So you're sad
Wait.
today?
Side A.
Ooh, yeah.
Does that get past the algorithm?
I don't know.
Igpay Adenley?
Unalive themselves is what I've been hearing.
Alive A. A. All right. I'm going to get past this. Anyways. Yeah. I haven't had a good day.
That sucks, bro. What are we talking about today?
I just wanted to tell you what I did for my work today.
For your work?
Uh-huh.
What'd you do? Play ping pong all day?
I played a good amount of ping pong, but directly after ping pong, my boss assigned me with the task. He said, Shane, I need you to scrub through about, an hour's worth of footage of just some sewer footage, kind of see what's going on there. And I said,
What?
I said, wait, what?
Sewer footage?
I said, wait, what? You want me to see
You taking
sewer
videos
footage?
down there?
And then I was like, okay, I'll look at this. And basically what it is these dudes go out there and they have RC cars that are souped up, and they put them in the manholes and, like, drive them down the sewer pipes so you can, like see the condition of the sewer or stuff's in it.
Okay.
And he's like, I need you to look for large debris that could be impeding the sewer. And I was like, okay. And so I'm just scrolling through I kind of have to watch carefully. So I'm like, just have to one speed play it and, like, look as this RC car just drives over, like, just mounds of poop. Just human feces. I just have to, like, watch this and then be like, okay, does that look like human feces, or is that a concrete material that somebody threw down here?
Oracle Enhance.
Bro, there was like a couple bricks. And I was like, how are people
Crapping bricks?
I was like, I heard of the phrase, but how are they getting them down here for real? I thought they were like kilo bricks. I thought it was like,
some meth.
I thought it was Snow White. I
Yeah.
thought it was some.
That is so crazy. There's no way that was in your job description.
That was literally my job description for today.
Not when you got hired, dude. Somebody didn't want to do it, and they're like, I bet Shane will do it.
I was like,
That's what happened.
bro, he signed it to me, and I was like, surely it's not what I think it is. It definitely was. I started watching those videos, and I was just like, it's crazy because, like, you can see, like, where the sewer level usually is, because there's just, like,
A line of
brown streak on either side of, like, the middle of the pipe where the water usually is. And sometimes you just, like, don't ever think about what's going on
beneath you.
beneath you. Like, your toilet flushes, but, like,
You don't think about where it goes.
yeah, the only time you think about it is Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Did you see one of them down there?
No, I wish.
Leonardo or
If I saw a turtle down
Splinter.
there, I would lose my mind, bro. Because they're only 8-inch pipes.
really?
Yeah. Ours
Yeah.
are. The New York ones are the ones that you can walk in,
Mm.
or other big cities.
Is it because
Lots
are
of
they that
paper.
they that big in bigger cities because there's just more crap?
More concentrated crap, you know?
There's different kinds of crap. What do you mean?
Well, like, even though there's a lot of people in a neighborhood, it's, like, spread out, you know?
Are you talking about like in New York?
No, in a neighborhood, like a suburb here. Oh, we never turned this on, but it's fine.
Oh, that's awkward.
No, like in neighborhood, you have a lot of houses, but they're spread out, so the pipe doesn't have to be that big. But in New York, if everybody's stacked on top of each other, all the poop comes really close together. So you have to have huge pipes.
Yeah, or else it'll get clogged.
Huge
That's what
crap
you're saying.
pipes for all that slop sliding down.
No.
I mean, dude, just think about that.
I think about like a house, out in the middle of nowhere that has what's it called?
Crap.
Like the bullet outside, the big bullet outside that holds all
Bullet?
of your crap.
Shoot,
I forgot what it's called.
that thing out back, where the grass is greener and just a circle, sewage.
Man, I have to look that up. Anyway, that thing.
Out tank out back.
Oh, a septic
Septic.
tank. So I unfortunately saw this video of this. Okay, there's this guy who goes in there,
Yeah,
like inside of it.
and just kind of mills around in there. Was this the blender guy?
Huh?
Well, go on with what you're saying, but
Well,
I've
I'm
seen
just
some
saying he
too.
just swims in it
For fun?
for fun.
No.
Yeah, he sets up his tripod in there.
And he has
His
AIDS.
GoPro. Oh, dude, he's got to have.
Everything?
I was gonna say pink eye, but he probably has a rainbow eye, dude. That guy's got every disease known to man.
That's literally like the worst idea ever.
It is, and I was like, "There's no way this is real," but apparently it is. He just asked people, he's like, hey,
I
can
see.
can I swim in that?"
Oh. I've seen the video of a guy that's his job is to empty them, and before you empty them, you have to blender them. Because you have to be able to suck it up. So he literally sticks a giant blender down there, like on a pipe, and just goes, and you like see it to start like the vortex, and all the poop get chopped up, and the toilet paper and in the bricks. And he has to blender them and then just suck it up.
Why are we still talking?
And it just looks. The crazy thing is how it just looks like nice warm hot chocolate. And you're like, I would low key get a sip off of that. And nobody told me. The blender guy is crazy, dude.
Ooh, who made bean soup?
Oh,
Yeah, that is. I could have gone my whole life without knowing they blended it.
but, and you know how like, have you ever heard that? This is something I always thought was interesting.
What's that?
But there's a conspiracy theory that modern medicine has kind of done, besides maybe like penicillin and a couple medicines, modern medicine has like done almost nothing. The reason for people saying this is because the only time you saw a really like super drastic change in people's health and their lifespans and stuff is just whenever we invented clean sanitation for like water and for sewage. Like that's the only time that things really changed. Like everybody was getting crazy sick when they literally used to just poop in a pail and then toss it out the window onto the street, And so all that horrible diseases just was coming because you're just stepping in poop all day. Like New York used to reek like horribly because there was so much horse poop that you're just walking on, just a nice solid layer of horse crap every day that they're just trotting into the ground. And so like the conspiracy is because right at the time that we came out with like sewage treatment and like a clean like why can't I think of what it's called? But basically just being able to have clean water, our health went like 1,000,000 times up.
Yeah,
And
I can see
but
that.
around the same time we started kind of getting like medicine and stuff. But people are like, it's probably just the water. It's probably just the fact that we just have clean water. Is
That we're healthier.
a big
not
contributor.
not getting sick all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, it makes sense. Not drinking, poopy water
Literally.
or
Like
pee.
like we just recently came up with like all the rules and standards of like, you have to bury your poop this far, otherwise it could seep up, into your drinking water and stuff. And like before then, we're literally just like, go out to the well, get a pail of water, and then while you're out there, just poop right next to it, and just like not think about the fact that it seeps into the ground.
I mean, technically it fertilizes, but like,
But you don't want fertilizing water,
no.
because that's how you get the baddies.
Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Because you always hear that when you're flushing the toilet, it goes to the ocean, right? Is that
like
true?
In the very eventually.
Because
Well,
if
they do
it
have
goes to the ocean, how we get isn't it like we're drinking poop water eventually?
But the
Becomes full
ocean is
circle?
so big that it does two things. It literally just dissipates. Like the concentration of poop to water is just almost infinite. So
Until it's not.
it's like you can put a drop of bleach in your glass of water and just,
Really?
I mean, I don't know how much you can get away with, but you can. If the concentration's big enough, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But so that's happening, but also like in the ocean, there's so many things eating your crap, and just like those little shrimpies just munching, turning it into better poop, I guess.
So we're eating poop by eating fish and shrimp.
Yeah, fish are pretty gross. I think that's probably why God didn't want us to have shellfish. It's because they're real big poopsters.
Really?
Yeah, I think crabs, they can get down with poop because they're at the bottom. And what's on the bottom?
Sand.
And poop.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know. That just makes sense, I think.
What are crabs for then? What's the
Crabs?
purpose? If God doesn't want us to eat them,
I think they're filtered. Well, we can kind of eat them now because we know how to cook them better. But, like...
Oh, yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the old days.
I just think that if they're walking around on the bottom all the time, that's where all the worst stuff is.
Yeah.
That's why you call a catfish a bottom feeder, because it's pretty much just only eating poop.
But it tastes good, dude. Catfish tastes good.
You have to cook it pretty good. Otherwise,
Fried catfish.
let's keep talking about poop, dude.
No.
What else do you think?
The next thing.
Are you gonna turn this bad boy on? We're gonna have we gotta have the advertisement going.
Where is it?
I don't know. I thought it's on your side, the power button. Dude, finding a TV power button is one of the most challenging things you could do. Boom. Easy.
You were looking at it the whole time. Didn't tell me.
I've never done it before. But
You know what's so funny is that at my angle, I'm looking at you. You look like you have an idea constantly.
that's awesome.
Because there's a light bulb right above his head.
That's
looks like
perfect.
You have an idea at all times.
It wasn't on accident.
I'm sure it wasn't.
But yeah, I don't know. I spent my day looking at crap and trying to decide if it was big enough debris to warrant cleaning or not. What'd you do?
I worked
after you get our advertisement
and took photos and cleaned jewelry.
It's almost the exact opposite of looking at crap. It's cleaning jewelry.
Looking at pretty things.
Yeah.
Just the same old stuff, man. I kind of learned how to spot the difference between like a diamond and a fake diamond, like a real one.
Oh shoot! For real? So
Kind
you
of, because they look like the fake diamonds look pretty real.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously you need like a microscope to look in there.
But you can tell.
Yeah, if you shine up to the sun, it's a fake diamond will have like it won't be as, or it will be more. There'll be more color in it than a real diamond. And I think the easiest way to do it is you just like, whenever you're trying to clean your glasses and you like onto it.
Yeah.
You can do that on a diamond. And if it fades like instantly, then it's real. And if it fades like after 30 seconds, it's a fake diamond. There's a couple other ways to do it, but because I was noticing that a lot of what we shoot are what's called CZs, which is like It stands for cubic.
Q diamonds. Dude.
I don't know.
Lord help me if my wife happens to breathe on her ring.
Check your ring, Grace.
Bro, do not. So you shoot, like you're basically just huffing on diamonds.
I'm not huffing on diamonds, but you can huff on, your personal diamond if you want.
Does
Listeners.
that count for? Cause
Cubic zirconia. That's what it stands for.
Because we just came out with, they literally can engineer diamonds now, which are technically real diamonds, but since they're not found in the ground,
They're not real.
people
diamonds.
don't. But they are real.
What do you mean? Well, because they're made out of something.
Like they're not like glass or plastic. They're actually diamonds, but they're human formed from.
Other materials.
No, same material, but we just press them in house. Like usually,
Same material.
like God pressed the originals,
What do you mean same material?
like coal or carbon, basically. Because the diamonds, carbon getting crushed or something at an
Well,
extreme
the
pressure.
CZs are made out of like crystalline and zirconium. That's why they're called cubic zirconia.
So they're not diamonds?
No, they're fake.
Okay.
But wait, what did you say at the beginning? They're the same?
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, they're lab created. That's what they say. That's what they call them. Lab created diamonds or CZs.
Is there a difference between lab? Because I thought we have literal diamonds that are, even though they're lab created, they're still technically diamonds. Like, I don't even think they're cubic zirconium. I think they are just not found in the earth. We just make them. But they're still diamonds.
That's a good question.
Because that's a weird one.
This says unlike lab-grown diamonds, which can be made with varying degrees of color, cubic zirconia gives off a rainbow effect, which is what I was talking about. It's more colorful.
Yeah.
Which is a telltale sign it isn't a real diamond. Lab-grown diamonds are real diamonds. Okay, so they're different. So you'd analyze their color, which ranges from all this other stuff.
But the thing is like, the craziest thing is a lab-grown diamond is, in every sense, a real diamond. But a diamond that you find under dirt is worth more to the jeweler and to, like, just a woman for literally no reason. Just because you dug it.
Well, it's the rarity of it.
I get, but it's like
a collector. Something's rare in their collection. They're like, this is worth a lot of money.
I guess, but it's like, in 100 years, if you didn't know where either one came from, like there's not a difference.
I wonder if Grace would agree.
Well, let me tell you, she agrees because it's on. I might be wearing it. No, but yeah, that's a weird one because I don't think any diamonds are like. I don't think there's any. How do you call it? Humane diamonds. I'm pretty sure all of them are. We're hiring some people for free.
Oh,
yeah. To get them.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We're doing some paid free time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like a 1 carat fake diamond, like a CZ, you can make that for like $10, right? And then like
$10.
Yeah.
And they're still selling them for like $500 or more.
Oh yeah. And like a 1 carat real diamond is worth like $10,000. Like that margin is insane, but people love the real diamonds.
Isn't that weird, dude? Why do you... Okay. Try to explain that. Okay. This is a good... Okay. Think of why... Let's think of both ways. Why do you think humans or God instilled liking diamonds or gold in us? Or like, I don't know, just anything.
Precious.
Why do we think that's cool at all?
Well, look at me, dumb dripped out right now.
You are, bro.
We just...
Skinny chain.
Humans love beauty, bro.
But why do you
Hot
think God
take,
put that in?
humans love beauty.
Okay, because we are very material minded. Do you think that's just a flesh thing, or you think God also wanted us to kind of like nice things?
Yeah.
Because how does evolution explain liking gold?
What?
How does evolution? If we're monkeys, why in the crap would we like gold?
I don't know. I think it's cool though that like God just put like little shiny stones in the ground and was like, go find them.
Yeah,
That's kind of
100%.
cool. Like it's like a subplot, or what's it called? A
Side
side
quest.
mission. Side quest.
Yeah. Okay. So like, if you, he definitely like, there's no reason why he couldn't have made it very boring. Like God could have made the world a lot more boring.
Oh yeah.
And like,
Just like flat. Everything's flat. It's all gray,
yeah,
or like the ground's all brown. No caves.
no caves,
He
no
put in
diamonds.
caves to make it easier for us to find those diamonds.
No caves, no diamonds, no. What else is interesting?
It could have been like,
Clouds. He didn't have to make clouds. Rain could just fall.
I mean, he could have done a lot of things different,
It's true.
but I'm glad he made it the way it is.
He did give us a lot of side quests. Okay, so let's get back to it, because I want to hear a good argument. Why in the crap would monkeys like gold? I'm trying to think about that. Because that's how they try to explain everything now. And they're getting really good at it. They're getting really good at creating an excuse. Oh, humans, we can relate human nature to the way these monkeys are acting, and it makes, and you know, a lot of times it's a good argument, but it's probably just a coincidental argument. You know, or clearly there's going to be, if one person created everything, then there's obviously going to be commonality between a lot of things because there was one designer, you know?
Okay.
So why in the crap would monkeys like gold?
I can't
That is
explain it 'cause
virtually useless.
I can't explain that because
It's only been useful like extremely recently.
gold.
Yeah, because now we can use it in like electrical conductors and stuff. But it's like monkeys didn't care about that. If you put it on a spear, it's breaking, it's folding.
What monkey's creating a spear?
Okay, or like early human, I guess. You know, when they're just doing, stone, spear, or iron. Whenever they found iron, that was pretty hype. The campfire was lit that night, bro. They were like, "Yo, we just found iron." They were hype about that because iron's cool, and iron doesn't like break. But I can't think of a evolutionary reason why we like gold.
Me neither, because it doesn't make sense. Evolution doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't think.
Status, probably. Status now. Real gold, not plated or anything, but like solid gold. Status. You know, you want to be ready for whenever that dude who makes the videos of the gym checker, you know?
Gym checker.
You know that like real or fake
Oh,
checker
yeah, dude, he
that he
goes up
puts
to
on
people's
people's
chains
diamonds and stuff?
and tells them their chain is fake, and they get super offended.
Yeah. And you just gotta be ready for that guy. He'll come out of the woodwork. He'll come at you when you're least expecting it,
Yeah.
wearing your fake gold ring or whatever.
I guess in the early days, it was kind of like a sign of your power. It's like, yo, I have the most gold, so I'm clearly the coolest dude.
Mm-hmm. It's also like obviously more durable. So like the ring you're wearing.
It's not, though. It's like the least durable metal.
No, I'm talking about like solid.
Solid gold's not, like, I could bend this with my fingers.
Do it.
That'd ruin my finger, my ring.
Do it.
Maybe it'd probably be hard with my, but
Prove
I
it
could
then.
probably like.
Prove it. Let me see
Oh,
it.
dude.
Let me see it. I'm
My-
not gonna do
my
it. I just
marriage
wanna
is more
feel it.
No, you're gonna crush my.
I'm not
crush my
gonna
ring.
try it. No, give me it.
What are you gonna do?
I just want to feel it.
My ring
I
is-
haven't held your ring,
Oh, okay.
dude.
My ring is.
This is not 100% gold.
It's 10 or 12 carat or something. I don't
Well,
know.
no wonder you can bend it.
No,
No, it's
it's-
not
it's-
solid.
The more real it is, the more
There's no way this is
bendy
solid.
it is. It is solid gold.
No, it's not. Dude.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Do not speak on my ring like that. That's an expensive ring, dude.
It's not solid, dude. There's no way. It's solid.
The thing is, like, gold is like extremely malleable. That's a good word right there. It and so it like I could imagine maybe the best monkey was like if we're gonna give advantage or evolution, it's if we're gonna play devil's advocate, maybe the coolest monkey was like, yo, I like this gold, I need all of it because there's not a lot of it. And so he was the coolest when he had all of it. But I don't know. I just don't buy it.
Can we get back to reality real quick?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. What are you talking about? And whenever you're saying the Chiefs analytics guy.
Oh, I heard that. Have you seen the movie Moneyball?
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't, but
With Brad Pitt.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how like they basically hire autism guy.
The Chiefs have that guy.
Apparently, somebody leaked that they have a guy on their payroll that doesn't really have a job description. He's just like known as the numbers guy. And they just, no matter what, he's strictly numbers. And if he says like you got to do a run to the right on third down or something, you do it.
Oh, he's a play caller.
He's not he's like statistics. Like he's like statistically, like he's not calling all the plays, but sometimes he'll be like if it's like a tough spot, he'll be like, no, you like your best probability is to run a play to the right. And you know, if you're a coach, you might think, oh, third down, I should probably throw a pass or something. And they just void all their human thought and they go with this analytics guy. And so everybody's kind of wondering if that was why they started doing so well in the playoffs. It's because they utilized him a little bit more. But it's kind of crazy that the world is put together in such a way to where you can really start to like pull out mathematics and statistics and start just dogging people with numbers.
That seems a bit
Because it worked
out
with
of reality for me with the numbers guy calling plays, but
it worked with the A's. It's not like it didn't work.
But that's not the same. He didn't call plays for the A's. He drafted.
He could be doing that
so
too.
It's different.
They haven't
Whereas
fully defined
if you're
his role.
calling plays in the NFL, you have like 30 seconds to figure out what to do.
He could be doing more than just calling plays. That's just one example. Like he
I
probably
don't-
helped him with like drafting.
I don't think he's calling plays.
And how many
Drafting makes more sense to me.
or even, you know, how many times maybe on a bigger scale of just individual plays, like how many times should we be running, when should we start running?
Yeah.
You know, how many times do I give this guy the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is crazy to think about if that's actually going on. Like if they're not even looking at things like play by play, if they're looking at, yo, we got to get Travis the ball 4 times. And if we get him 4 times, statistically, we're going to win. It's like, whoa, that's weird.
Only 4 times?
Or just whatever the number is. And
I don't know if he took into account Kadarius Toney.
took into what? Sorry.
Took into account Kadarius Toney in his calculations.
I don't know who that is. GG.
Okay, well.
GG, dude.
Joke landed flag because you're not into sports. Loser. Loser don't know who Kadarius Toney is.
It's just weird that the nerds are like I guess the jocks and the nerds are uniting. They're combining forces to become the super.
He's like, hey, bro, look, man, I know I gave you like 10 wedgies in high school and like 3 swirlies, but I need you to pull through right now. Pull that calculator out and start to clicking.
I kind of feel like I'm going to make some people mad.
Do it. Do it.
I kind of feel like a lot of what's going on is because the nerds are really getting out there. They're really like starting to make a lot of play calls. And like we're starting to think about things way too hard. You know, like we're starting to think like we're reinventing language because we're looking up to science as such like a super authority that all of a sudden, everything has to have a label. You're like xenophobic or, homophobic, and it's just like all these crazy words that are coming out of nowhere, like critical race theory. It's like I feel like nerds have just a grip on like our language. You know what I mean? Like we're losing common sense.
I don't think it's nerds doing that.
Well, what do you think it is, dude?
It's the whole progressive movement. It's not just nerds. Nerds don't talk.
Huh?
It's the nerds don't talk.
Yeah, but somebody has to be coming up with like all these intricate ideas.
Yeah, it's the leftist ideology.
But that's such a broad term. It's like the leftist ideology. It's like
If you segregate people into groups instead of looking at everybody as equal, then you're gonna have labels for things. You're not just gonna be. What am I trying to say? You're not just gonna be like a white guy. You're gonna be a straight, white, cisgender, all this other stuff, so that you're in this group. That's the oppressor, and it just keeps going on and on and on.
I guess, okay, I think I know what the difference is. My point would be that I think it's more causal and you think it's more reactionary. So you think all the labels and stuff came whenever they started splitting everybody up and stuff like that. I'm saying they came up with all these random things and then people started splitting each other up.
Say it again.
Like, I'm saying it wasn't a reaction to the words. I think all the words that they force on us were the cause of it. You know what I'm saying? You're saying that all of the disunity
You're
that
saying
we
the
have,
words came first, the labels came first.
I think maybe. I think they started changing our language, and I was kind of... The nerds is just like a broad term, but I think the people that wanted society to change in a really weird way for the malintent that it looks like, I think they had a game plan with words. And I think the words caused a lot of the division.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I've got no doubt about that.
And I think...
Change the language, you change the culture, right? So...
Well, not only... They did two things. And somebody mentioned this on a podcast. But they did two things. They changed the language, and they made people stop talking. As in, how many conversations... like, not phone, doesn't count. How many conversations do you have with people throughout the week?
Depends. I have one at least.
Let's go on to hockey too.
I don't know, like, not just like a passing by, like hello, but like a in-depth discussion, or what do you mean?
A subject about at least one thing besides how your day was going.
How many conversations or how many people I'm talking to?
How many conversations? Just conversations, dude. Because I think that number is getting crazy small.
Yeah. I would say maybe 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
That's honestly higher than I thought it would. Like, I think...
Like, there's not many people in my studio, so it's like I'm talking to one guy about a lot of different things.
But you're actually kind of conversating with him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I think that people are starting to get to, like, one a week. Or, like...
Yeah.
Like somebody was saying on the reason why they brought it up is on their podcast is they're saying, oh, maybe the reason why people are listening to podcasts so much is because it's like the only conversation they're hearing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just so in need of a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think that, like, I want to say a part of people not having conversations anymore is obviously, like, your phone. It's just easier just to go on your phone and, like, avoid the person.
Yeah.
But I would also say that people don't have conversations anymore because like you there's such an overload of information that you'd think there'd be all kinds of stuff to talk about, but then again, there might be like nothing to talk about anymore because everything's been thought of or has been talked about. So
Yeah. You're like almost scared to talk about it because maybe you think your opinion is not like nuanced or hasn't been said before, or maybe you're scared to talk about it because somebody else could have more information on it, and so you don't want to look like you're uninformed or something. Like there's a lot of reasons why.
there is a lot of reasons, and those are some reasons, but yeah.
But just like the general lack of people are just unconnected, and they don't even have a lot of opportunities to have a conversation with somebody.
Mhm.
Because there's something different about the what is it, like the response time, because on a phone
the eye contact,
the eye contact,
the in person.
but on a phone
ability.
you can type something, which is already one layer because you type way slower than you speak.
Mm-hmm.
So you are thinking about what you're saying more, which
Right.
may sound good. You
Yeah,
know,
and like you can't get the nuances from somebody and how they're saying it and all that stuff.
you can get the nuances, and also, but the feedback time is so slow that you have a chance to like sit there and type something out 14 different ways, and you're not really saying what you're thinking. Like you're saying what you want them to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like conversation, instead of just bouncing things between people, has become just like a word crafting, or trying to like make
Yeah.
the best response instead of like saying what your heart is actually thinking and then conversating about how you got to that conclusion. You know, it's so much less direct.
Yeah.
It's more just like this weird word battle.
Yeah, as you're just saying, I've caught myself like in a, I don't know, do you call it a discussion through text?
Yeah.
I caught myself in a discussion with someone, I don't know, in general, that like my response, I would like, what's the phrase called? Like proofread it and then like
Yeah.
change some words to make me sound like I'm smarter than I am. Like,
yeah, dude.
you know,
Changed a couple adjectives.
yeah.
Throw them around.
Put in some therefores and some,
Ooh, dude. Therefore, will make you
yeah.
sound poppin'.
Yeah.
You like raise my IQ.
Get that
30
letter
points.
count up, you know. Yeah, so I've done that definitely, and I mean that's not like how I talk in real life or anything.
Do you always like proofread? Like you always before you send a text, you like read what you just wrote?
If what we're talking about's important, yeah. I don't want to misspell something and then have to go back and edit it. 'Cause then if it's like a longer text, the person has to like go see what I edited, and it doesn't highlight what you edited, so you have to like read the whole thing. So yeah, I like to proofread it if it's important. So I mean, words are important, so you got to say what you mean.
I think I have. I think it's like a super rare occasion. Like even if I'm typing a super long text, like a meaningful thing, I think it's very rare that I actually like go back and read what I said before I send it. Like after I send it,
Big
I'll-
yikes.
huh?
Big yikes.
But also at the same time, it's like that's how a conversation works.
Yeah, but when
You
you
don't
misspell
proofread-
something and then they're like, "What is it? What do you mean?"
Well, the misspell is kind of a different thing. 'Cause you
Well-
can't really misspell in speech. You kind of can.
Well, I know,
You
but
can-
I mean in text, like if you misspell something and this person's like, "What do you mean by that?" and you have to go back and explain, like, "I meant this," and it just takes longer. And
Interesting. I don't know. I think the conversation thing is interesting because it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to control language, but from what we're seeing, it's like almost everything.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah. Did you hear about the news story about, I forgot his name, but there's a professor at Harvard, I think, who
Dr. Gay?
No, not her. He is a black guy, and he's like in his, I want to say, upper 30s, maybe lower 40s.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's a professor there, and he was doing a study on. A couple years ago, he was doing a study about, like, if there's a disproportionate amount of people getting shot by police that are black than white.
Yeah.
And he had like a group of students or whatever help him out on the study, and it basically came back and was like, there's like no discrepancy. It's like white people are shot more than black people or something like that.
Yeah.
And
like on averages.
On
like all the
average.
averages.
yeah. So, anyways, I'm not exactly sure what it was, but it was something like that where it was going against the narrative of the leftist agenda. And he was telling, I think it was Claudine Gay or somebody else, president, about it, and was like, this is the stats of this. I need to publish a paper on it.
Yeah.
And she was like, run it again. You can't be right. So he got a different group of students to help him out on that. And it was the same exact, conclusion. And he was like, I got to publish this. The people need to know about it. And she was like, no, don't publish that. It'll ruin your career. He publishes it anyway. And now he doesn't work there anymore. So it's like, do you want the facts, or do you want to be living in your own little fake bubble of reality and just think what you want to think is true, and then punish people for telling the real truth? Ugh. It's just that kind of stuff makes me so angry.
It's just like, we're in the weirdest point of time where it's like people are like, science is the most important thing up until a point. They're like,
Yeah.
science above all. But then it's like the second that it starts to contradict what they're saying,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, no, then science is racist. Or like science itself is,
Yeah.
bro, those are the wildest ones.
Once you start making exceptions for things, then there's no stopping it.
Yeah.
Make exceptions for anything.
Like the best thing I heard was on Joe Rogan. Dude, did you see the guest today?
I haven't listened to him in a while.
He had Dr. Phil on. I was like, let's go, my boy. But Dr. Phil brought up, he's like, apparently felon or convict or criminal is no longer an acceptable term.
Interesting.
You have to call them a person involved in justice. Or a justice involved in person. And I was like, oh, look at that jip.
That's
That's
so dumb, dude. Like,
I was like, but it's just,
you have to, a criminal, a literal criminal. You have to be like, did you hear about, you've obviously heard about the shooting at the Chiefs parade, right?
well, no, not as much as you should.
Exactly.
Because
So-
I don't even know what happened that much. I
Well-
just know that on the day it happened, that there was
So-
there's a shooter at the Chiefs parade, and then I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, you want to know why?
Why?
Because there was two shooters and they were both black.
Ooh.
And
Isn't that like a new one? Like, there hasn't been that many black shooters, I don't think. I think that's a new one.
well, you say that because you haven't heard about it.
I just thought that was true.
Anyway, well, the reason I'm saying that, what were we talking about?
Kind of just like,
That's the worst memory ever.
we're not hearing about things that we don't want to hear about, or
Yeah.
how they're kind
Oh,
of changing speech.
Yeah. So, like whenever the authorities, like the police, first were talking to the media about the shooter or whatever, they had to say that it was a he, him, all the pronouns of this person, and it's like, that's your top priority right now.
There's no way.
It's just yes, and the police departments have
What
to
city?
do that, huh?
This is in, where
It's
did
in
the
Kansas
Chiefs at?
City.
So Missouri?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, I was going to say that first, but the second thing I was going to say was because you haven't heard about it much because those are two black shooters.
Did they do some damage or?
They killed one person and then
Oh.
wounded like 9,
Bro, that's a 0.5
Including-
KD.
including
So there's 2 people. If there's, I just. Did they die?
no.
They didn't die.
Seriously wounded though. One of them's a kid.
The shooter?
I think they're both minors. I think.
What?
Don't quote me on that. I'm talking about one of the victims was a kid.
Ooh.
Yeah, you gonna joke about that now?
No, I thought we were talking about the shooters. I said, did they die? They stopped
No.
him without killing them? That's uncommon.
Yeah, 'cause these 2 guys jumped on him in the crowd. They're like, "Let's get this guy."
No way.
Jumped on him, yeah. Real heroes, bro.
You think you would do that? I don't know. I
Man,
don't.
dude, you wouldn't know unless you're in that situation. Kind of scary.
But also, you got the biggest bag in town. After that, I jumped on the shooter,
you got all your meals for free at the local restaurants.
dude.
You in the paper.
To be a hero, holy cow!
To be a hero.
Oh, to be a hero.
Daydreaming about it.
I'm not saying I want a shooter around me, but there's only one way to get the. If you want to
You
slay,
could save somebody from a burning building.
If
Like,
you
don't
wanna
have to be a shooter.
if you want to slay a dragon, there has to be a dragon. You know what I'm saying?
There's different dragons.
I guess so. I could write a book, I guess, but
Lame. Yeah.
dang, that's crazy, bro. Just to throw your body on a shooter. That's so sick. Just to take down an assailant. That is so beast.
Yeah. When I took my LTC class or course, there's like a lot of things you got to remember though if you're in that situation. Where like when to use lethal force or whatever, and also like
Yeah.
how to respond whenever the cops show up so that they know that you're not the shooter.
Oh, I know, dude. That's the craziest thing is like,
It's just so scary.
because they'll shoot you so quick.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, I would after I killed the guy, I would launch my pistol. I would throw it into the crowd and be like, not it.
Not it.
I'd lay down like one of the victims just to make sure I don't get double tapped.
Just fake die, like fake your death. You're just laying there.
I'd pause him until the situation calmed down a little.
You just go like this. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, dude, it's a scary thing to think about. It's like there's so much to remember and like to not get shot. Oh.
Because
Anyway.
the active shooters tried that trick before. No, I got him.
Yeah,
And then he pops the cop,
for Sure. Yeah.
It's like, oh, man, dude.
It's also a part of being a cop that people don't realize. It's like you got to shoot the right guy.
Okay, what do you think about... Because
Did you hear about the guy? Somebody stole in I think the Dallas area. Somebody stole this guy's like barbecue pit. You know,
His
it's like on a
beef.
trailer.
Yeah, his BP.
Yeah.
Big smoker or just like
It was like a big smoker.
Okay.
Somebody stole it from this guy, and this guy chased him down in his own car for like 40 miles
Jeepers.
and shot him dead.
For barbecue? Oh,
I mean,
dang.
it's kind of hilarious, but it's like, is it justified?
Bro, it's probably a custom pit. He probably had his like little nameplate on the
dude,
side.
that must have been his whole life in that pit.
Oh, it was, dude.
Man, I
Talk
read
about
that.
not being invited to the cookout. You try to steal the cookout and the cookout comes for you.
You get cooked.
Oh, bro got smoked for trying to
You got
smoke.
smoked out. Man,
Did he shoot him in motion while he was driving?
I don't know. I'm not for sure. I just read the headline.
Okay, obviously, low chance that he died instantly. So bro was literally laying there.
Stood over him,
He was literally laying there bleeding to death
put him in the pit, put him in the cooker.
and was like, why didn't I try to steal a barbecue pit for my life, dude? Oh,
Just don't steal stuff, guys. For real.
what a, oh.
It's the
Like
worst
if I'm
feeling.
going down, that's the last thing I want to think is I gave my life for some BBQ.
Don't mess with Texas, dude. Don't mess with Texas people and their barbecue.
True. If
They'll
there's
shoot you.
Dang, okay. So, what do you think? Because I'm of the opinion that I think our police
Here we go.
I think something should change, and I think it should probably be a lot more training, because
What do you mean? Like, are we shooting too many people?
I just think that I think the most insane thing is, for starters, fat police. I think that's crazy. There's no way, dude, that
Well,
you can. Because
I agree.
You
I
can't be
mean,
fat in the army.
I agree, but there is a desperate need right now for police officers.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay, I don't
There's
know
a
this-
desperate need, and especially in bigger cities, like they'll hire anybody who wants to come in. Like they're lowering the standards for like the tests and stuff, like the running thing and all that. They're lowering it just so people can get hired, which is awful.
Yeah. I think that, because if you're because
And
realistically,
even they're even hiring people that are like have kind of lower level crimes on their record, which they never used to do that.
oh, in California, they're literally hiring illegal immigrants. Because, well,
the more I hear about
it's
California,
it's like like illegal immigrants that are awaiting their court date, so they have documents, but they're not really like citizens and stuff.
they're not even gonna show up to the court date.
Well, okay, Dr. Phil actually said something about that, and I was like, that's kind of insightful. That's kind of true. Is the common argument is all these illegal immigrants aren't going to show up to their court dates? And he's like, no, they are. That's the thing. They're going to come across the border, and they're going to get a 7-year court date, and they're going to establish like a legit home life. They're going to come here, they're going to work, they're going to be, quotations, good members of society, have kids. They're going to get 3 or 4 kids here, and they're going to show up to their court date, and they're like, Your Honor, I'm set up here. And they're probably going to get a good judgment. They're probably going to be like, yeah, you can stay. And I was like, dang, that's true.
Yeah, if you're in
They-
California.
No, I mean, even here, like, if you plead a good case, like, they're probably going to show up. And his point was like, we can't let that happen. We can't just be sending people out and giving them 7-year court dates, because that gives them a chance to play the system and be like, I've got 4 kids here. What do you want me to?
7-year court date's insane.
It's true. It's like,
first of all.
that's what's happening. 7 or 10 year court date. They're saying, hey, come back in 7 or 10 years to be processed and see if you get to stay here or not. But on your way out, here's a cell phone and $1,000.
Ridiculous, dude.
But so I think Fat Cops is insane. I think that maybe you can look it up. What do you think the training time is to be police? Because there's no way it's long enough.
The training time, like, what do you mean?
Basic training. I want to say it's under 6 months. And
How
you have to
long
go to
is basic training to be a
You have
cop?
to go. You have to go to school for 8 years to be a doctor. It's like, I feel like you should at least train for 2 years to be a cop or something, or maybe a year at least. It's just like, if you're gonna be a peacekeeper and given a gun, it's like, dude, let's teach him some more skills.
This says for Dallas, basic training consists of 40 weeks of training.
So under a year. 3 months short of a year. I think that's right. So 9 months. 9 months, dude. And then you get a squad car and a gun and a guy a huge, let's just be honest, a huge black guy that's 6'6" is running at you full sprint with, on drugs, running at you. And that's your first day on the job. And you just and after 9 months, you're just going to be prepared to, like, not just shoot that guy, like, instantly. It's like,
If a guy's running after me high on drugs, I'd probably shoot him.
I mean,
What are you gonna do?
yeah, but what if you're trained? What if you're an actual,
I don't know. I'm not trained.
I'm saying as a cop, you should be trained. You should be trained to freaking judo this guy, literally. You should be trained.
No, why would you wrestle somebody?
I'm talking. You have all kinds of options. You can pepper spray. You can.
First thing I would
Create
do is
distance.
taser if I was a cop.
taser, pepper
But I'm
spray.
not a cop. I don't carry around a taser.
You're beating this guy, and then, obviously if he's like way out of your weight class, you're gonna have to pop the guy. I mean, you're gonna have to just, you're gonna have to take out the threat. But the thing is if you're fat, like the decision to shoot him becomes so much quicker, because you have no shot against even a mildly athletic person. You're like, my only option, I can't pepper spray this guy. He could, if I'm fat and
Cops
unhealthy.
don't use pepper spray, bro. I mean, they will, but like in this situation, there's no way.
I can't tase this guy. Because, your
Why?
options are just so limited
Why
when you
couldn't they
don't
tase
have
him?
good training.
Why couldn't a fat
and
cop
when you're-
tase a guy running at him?
I'm saying his option, because if you tase him and it doesn't work and he gets on top of you, an unhealthy person is going to get outmaneuvered, and they're not going to be able to like shake the guy and shoot him or whatever he needs to do.
Well, that's just
Like an
unfortunate,
unhealthy-
dude.
So
Count your losses, dude. Count your pounds and your losses.
what do you mean?
If he outplays you, and you're a fat cop,
Yeah.
count your pounds and your losses.
Yeah. For real.
Obviously they got protocols for like pulling over somebody. So if this was like a random, like a routine pullover or whatever, pulling somebody over, they alert somebody on the radio, let them know that they pulled somebody over at this location, whatever. And maybe he's already called for backup or whatever, or if they don't hear from him for a little bit, then backup's on their way. There's going to be people arriving. It's not like he just gets away with it, but
I'm just saying if you're lacking in training and are lacking being unhealthy, how quick you are to lethal force is just exponential, because you have no other options. It's not like if you're unhealthy, you can't even run away. Like you're
I
gonna
know
be
what you're saying.
slower, and
I
you're
know what
gonna.
you're saying. And I agree. I mean, it's just another. It's not a coincidence, but like a repercussion of this stupid. Man, I'm so bad with words. The stupid defund the police thing that happened a few years ago, where it's like nobody wants to be a police officer anymore because everybody hates you, and now the standards are low. So now you can be a cop and be fat, and now more black people are dying, more white people are dying, more people are dying because of that. Because you've got to shoot somebody instead of running away, getting distance, playing out your taser, and doing, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just there's a bunch of reasons for that, and it could all be avoided.
Yeah, cops are rolling up listening to DMX when they pull you over, dude. You can't be listening to DMX, Rough Rider, and pulling people over, because you're going to be amped. You're going to be like, I need to shoot somebody, bro. I've been listening to Tupac. If you're listening to Kendrick Lamar right before you pull somebody over.
No, dude, you know what I'd be listening to? If
What?
I was a cop and I'm listening to Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue right before I pull somebody over.
You're going to shoot somebody, bro.
I'm kickstarting their heart the opposite direction.
It needs to be mandatory that you're listening to classical music the whole time, because then imagine, dude. Imagine your testosterone level listening to Billy Idol, Leather Rebel, or whatever. Rebel Yell. My
Rebel
bad,
Yell.
dude.
Leather Rebel is Judas Priest.
Dude, I'm shooting somebody if I'm listening to Billy
So
Idol.
I also heard, like, I don't know if this is a rumor or whatever, or like a myth, but some cops on the job, if they're like on patrol or whatever, will just sit. They'll sit on the side of the road looking like they're trying to radar gun you, but like,
and they're touching themselves or doing
no,
whatever.
they're watching movies.
Yeah, they've got a laptop.
No, like on their phone, bro. But like, imagine you're just like that cop watching like this crazy, I don't know, like The Matrix or whatever, and you're watching guys like shoot people, like twisting and shooting people. You're like pulling somebody over because they're speeding, and you're like, I'm gonna try that move. I'm gonna try that move on this guy.
You're only watching action movies.
Yeah.
And then somebody goes by doing 75 and a 60. You pull them over, and you're ready to Keanu Reeves his face in.
Yeah. They're watching an old western, where they like spinning the guns in their hands.
That's what we need to
They're
fix.
like, I'm gonna do that.
We need to fix police entertainment. Police entertainment has gotten out of hand, dude. We got a lot of cops listening to Eminem. I mean, got a lot of white rebels going on. A lot of dudes trying to put their mark in the sand. What other, dude?
You think cops need to have like a mandatory like spa day, just to relax?
For sure.
Maybe not have so much
I
pent
mean,
up anger.
that shouldn't even be a question. The fact that we're having to ask that is ridiculous. You cannot go into work with tense shoulders and be a cop. Okay? You got a lot of big decisions to make. And if
you got twitchy fingers, dude. You're bound to shoot somebody.
Yeah, how can you have a charged up nervous system? Acupuncture, okay? Relieve some of the underlying stress.
Mm-hmm. And as citizens, we should make their jobs less stressful, right? Do you agree?
Yes. By.
Well, I mean, I heard that like if you get pulled over, then cops like it whenever you roll down all the windows, you turn on the inside cabin lights, make sure it's a safe environment they're approaching, so they can see inside and all that stuff. And they like it whenever you have your driver's license ready and to give them,
No, I don't do that. I roll the window 3/4 down, and whenever you ask for my insurance,
blast the music. And
whenever you ask for my insurance, I lunge for the glove box.
Yeah.
Just
to make it faster.
Yeah.
You get it to them faster.
I told you I'm trying to be a hero.
Yeah, dude.
No, I think
put on some like Amazing Grace on the soundtrack. Black to blue, yes, officer. Give him a salute.
Dude, if you get pulled over and you just instantly play the Pledge of Allegiance, like through your speakers, no way you're getting a ticket.
No way, dude. You quickly change your iPhone wallpaper to like the American flag with the blue stripe on it.
Yeah.
Oh, did they see that? They're like, yeah, he's one of us. You're out of a ticket instantly.
Yeah, a $5 back to blue bumper sticker will get you. Save you hundreds.
No, save you hundreds. That's an investment.
Okay, why aren't Yeah. Why aren't they not just slapping a back to blue sticker on every one of their Dodge Chargers? They're all black tinted out Dodge Chargers.
Why aren't the cops?
That seems like a cheat code. No, them. The people of color. That seems like an absolute cheat code to just all of them. And if you get a group discount, if everybody gets a back to blue sticker, everybody's on way better terms.
I think it's because no, I can't say it.
I've never seen your mic shake so much. Bro,
oh no.
I hope you guys realize that this says Honest Honkies. This is clearly not a serious podcast.
Don't take anything we say seriously.
But that merch is serious. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, dude, I finally got my shirt in the mail. I maybe Loki sent it to the wrong address. I finally got it.
It'll find you.
It's comfortable. It's breathable. It's comfortable. And y'all should check it out on our shop. It'll be linked in the description. Also, I didn't even tell you this. We're on Apple Podcasts now.
Oh shoot! Did you upload all of them?
Yep.
Dang.
I figured that out. We had a complaint that we're not on Apple Podcasts. So I was like,
on what?
Apple Podcast.
No, who complained? Or like on what platform did somebody complain?
Oh, it was just personal. So they contacted me.
Oh, okay. In better news, dude.
There's better news than that?
In better news.
What's better than we're on another platform?
Trump Zaddy, dude. Unleashed the kicks on us, bro.
I thought we were doing the outro, bro. We're already an hour in.
No, dude, we have to talk about the Trump Zaddy
Oh my goodness.
$399 gold sneakers. Did you how close did you look at the picture?
Not very close.
They're so beautiful.
What are they called? Trump what?
The I don't know. New York Times
Dude,
calls
the
them.
first thing, okay, I type in Trump. It says the first suggestion: Trump shoes, Trump sneakers.
The sneakers are literally gold on the front and everything. They look just kind of like Jordans, but obviously not the same.
Are they real gold?
No, they're $400.
Oh, that's not as much.
They're gold with a big T on the side, and they have like an American flag kind of back part.
Trump's high top sneakers sell out hours after launch.
This man just dropping it's amazing how, like, I wouldn't have thought about that. Would you have thought about Trump coming out with sneakers?
Yeah, dude. He's tried to sell everything. Trump water, Trump steaks. Come on. If he's
I don't
doing
know.
those, he's doing sneakers.
You were expecting sneakers to drop.
If he's doing Trump water, bro.
Okay. I mean, that's just literally the most gangster thing I've ever seen.
Imagine him like winning, not even the nomination, but like the presidency in 2024,
Wearing sneakers.
and he just walks out in those things.
Beast.
He inauguration day, he's wearing these.
It's so beast.
That'd be the craziest image ever.
Like, people are, right now we're looking back on Ronald Reagan just rocking the sickest skinny tie and beautiful suit and put together. And then people in the future will be looking back at Trump's sneakers. It's so beautiful.
It says here that only 1,000 pairs of the gold shoes were available per the website, which described the sneakers as super limited. It says here that they sold for $400, and it came with a low top as well, and a $99 bottle of Victory 47 perfume.
That's so funny that they're like, there's only 1,000 of them, because all the articles that I'm looking at, they're like, Trump released these speakers so he could pay off his $350 million in court fines or in criminal fraud. And it's like, yes, the $400,000 put a huge dent in it.
Yeah.
Put a huge dent in the criminal cases.
It says 10 of the gold sneakers were randomly autographed by Trump himself. He also released the the T Red Wave sneaker and the POTUS 45, which priced at $200.
I mean, it's a clear decision. You just, no matter what, doesn't matter what it is, you have to go with the guy that has the best merch. And I was thinking, and I don't.
This is the equivalent to the dimes we're talking about. This has rarity and value to it that people are like, we're gonna sell out in 1,000 sneakers in hours. We're gonna sell out.
In 20 years, you can sell those sneakers, each shoe, for $1 million. 100%.
I don't know about that much.
I will say that you know what? I haven't told you this yet, but I want to bring it to your attention.
Live.
This has made me realize something. When Trump came out with cool sneakers and the coolest merch, I realized I need to be a Catholic, because they have the swaggiest religion, bro. The popes with the big old bishop hats. You got to choose the guy with best merch. You got to choose. Dude, have you seen the Pope's staff?
Have fun not eating meat on your carnivore diet during Lent.
Crap. But his staff is sick. The ruby on top. Big old gold.
Have fun eating Long John Silver's every day for an entire month.
Oh,
Let
it's a
me know
whole
how
month?
that fish. Lent? Yeah.
I thought it was like a Friday.
That's Good Friday.
Never mind, dude. I'm coming back. I'm coming back to Justin Bieber.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
I mean, if we just made every decision based on who had the coolest merch, we'd be a lot better off. Because
I think we have, dude, our merch is better than this. Come on.
Oh, 100%.
All right.
What merch has Biden dropped? Nothing, dude. The only cool, or not even cool, the only like substantial thing that people even noticed him doing was the insane
Falling.
red eye meme.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't even that.
we wrote it up.
It wasn't even that cool. But
Only thing dropping is him. Either dead or down the stairs.
true, the only merch he dropped is himself down the stairs. That's
Yeah.
crazy. So I'm gonna cop me some sneakers. I don't know if you want, because
sold
you can
out.
still get the red ones, right? No.
The red tee?
Yeah, the POTUS 45s. Dude, that's even a clean name.
That is pretty sick.
The POTUS 45s.
That's pretty sick.
Hold your Jordan 1s.
POTUS 45s.
I cannot believe the president of our country is selling merch. It's so beast.
He knows how to get the young voters.
Who cares about a yard sign when I can walk around like
with the
the-
yard sign on my feet?
yeah, big T's on my
Yo,
big
these
T's
kind
on
of
my
look
ankle.
sick. Did you see the 45s?
No, what
Look at these.
did you type in POTUS 45?
Yeah, look right here.
I'm gonna pull it up over here.
Dude, they kind of look like Adidas.
POTUS 45.
Those are sick. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, they got a wing on them.
Wait, it's not the same. Oh,
Yo.
bro.
They have American. Okay, for the audio listeners, I guess for you too.
How are they on on eBay already?
They've got. They kind of look like high top, Adidas, with like the elastic at the top, and it has a T on the side. They're white with a gold T, gold accents. 45 is on the other side with a wing on it next to the 45, and there's a an American flag on it as well, and it says POTUS 45.
Head to toe drip.
Those are sick.
Literally came out with the hat first try. Sneakers second try. Head to toe drip.
Yeah, we gotta come out with some sneakers, dude.
I think I can literally put out honest honky sneakers.
You wanna?
Horrible. No,
Let's do it.
Great,
Yeah.
great quality.
We'll start out with some sandals.
What should our sneakers be, dude? POTUS 45 is crazy.
We can't beat
T
POTUS
Red
45.
Wave is clean. The Honest Anarchies? I don't know. Let me.
What's like the air honkies?
Oh, that's gotta be.
That's
nah,
gotta be it, dude.
That's infringement, bro.
Oh,
No way we can say
risk
air.
it. Let's risk it.
Oh, come on, think something else. The air.
Honestly, a shoe.
What's kind of like air?
The wind honkies.
The wind. Stagnant wind honkies.
Let's just say the sewer honkies. The sewer shoe.
Sewer shoe.
Sewer shoe.
No.
What else we
Nobody
talk
wants
about?
to
What else
rock
we
about.
talk about today?
Nobody wants to walk around with junk on their feet. Bunch of crap.
Crap shoe.
Crap shoe.
Yeah, we need to come out with some shoes. Let us know if y'all want some shoes for merch. We'll look into that.
I don't know. I think that's about it. I think any day this could be the last podcast because Putin's putting a nuke in space. So that's tough.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool to put a nuke in space, though. It's kind of a flex. I mean, it's kind of more of a flex than dropping shoes, right?
I was thinking that, you know how we kind of do fireworks?
We kind of do fireworks.
You know how beast it would be to, like, do a nuke in space? Just kind of pop that bad boy off and watch it on New Year's.
So everybody can see it.
Oh, how close can you get it to the Earth without it? You know, that's playing a dangerous game.
That is very dangerous.
That's like...
I'll let you know after I finish watching Oppenheimer. I just started it last night. I'll let you know how close we can get to the atmosphere.
I hope you have a good 4 hours.
Oh, this movie's so long.
Dude, that's going to be interesting to... Do you think it's worth it to risk it for the biscuit? Because, like, if you set off an atom bomb, you'd probably throw some things out of order, you know? You might...
Well, they risked it back then. They thought the whole world was going to blow up, dude.
Did they test... I don't know. Did they test one before?
Bro, these dudes out in the middle of nowhere, New Mexico, was like, maybe the world's going to blow up. Let's try it anyway.
Did they try it here first? How did I never think about that?
Yeah,
Before they dropped it on...
tested
They tested it?
Yes.
And they dropped... And they tested it on our soil?
Where else would they do it?
What if the calculations are wrong and that was way bigger?
They didn't know, bro.
What the
They could have ended everything, and they were just like, all right, we'll try it.
No way.
Theory can only take us so far. Yeah, until
No.
we're dead.
Nah, dog. Why were we thinking? We should have tested that out somewhere else.
Dude, we were smoking some crazy stuff back then. Logic was out the door.
I think...
I want what they had.
It's insane.
It's kind of morbid.
It's insane that we have supersonic nuclear bombs that we could just all destroy the world with instantly. the other thing I heard about today is they now have ultra precision, supersonic,
Subsonic, Panasonic,
Rubasonic,
Rubasonic.
partially
Megasonic.
partially non-propulsion missiles.
Oh, I could eat that easy. That hits me, dude.
No.
I'm not moving.
Listen to what this is, dude. This just got leaked that we have it.
Yeah.
The missile gets shot off like a rocket, okay? Then the
Okay.
engine cuts off, so it's silent, and it uses the propulsion it already has. It has tail fins that maneuver it in the air, so that it's super targeted, okay? Somebody
Okay.
controls it through video and laser directioning, and it doesn't blow up when it hits its target. What does it do? Right before it hits its target, it expands 4 blades out either. I'm not kidding, dude. It expands 4 blades out of the front of it, and since it's spiraling, it turns into a giant blender, and it's laser guided. So you can say, I want to kill this guy, and you have to be so specific. He's in the driver's seat of this ATV or this vehicle, and just blender this man. So it doesn't. So we're that precise now, where we can just blender a guy in the front seat of a car.
Moving car?
Yes,
Nah.
laser guided.
Not moving car.
And it's completely silent. So you can walk off your balcony, sipping your coffee,
It's a beautiful.
and a blender missile will hit you and turn you into the sewer Slurpee. You look like somebody's septic tank getting emptied.
Oh.
What are we doing, bro?
Sometimes you just gotta stop. There's a stopping point. Like if you got, I don't know, dude. I mean, I know we had precise missiles and stuff that could hit like a building, like a big structure, and only blow up a room.
Yeah.
But like, how precise can we get?
We get blender missile precise.
Like, if you want to just blow up some dude's left eye, could you do that eventually?
Probably.
Like, what's the point? I don't know.
It'd be so funny if we were like laser pointing them. Like you're taking out their eyes with you know how you don't shine a laser in somebody's eyes?
Yeah.
We just started, instead of killing people, we just started blinding them. Just like hitting them with the laser pointer. Like all of the Taliban leaders, like instead of killing them, we just laser pointed them and like made them blind. So
They're over there shooting bullets at you left and right. You're just like,
I mean, what are they gonna do if all of them are blind? You know,
I guess, dude. That's, I don't know.
we
That's a
start
crazy
with
thing.
blindness, and then blender missiles.
Then we cut off their ears, and we take off their nose, get all the senses out, and then we can finally kill them.
Senseless man, dude.
So stupid, bro.
I think laser
Yes.
point is the way to go. How do we not have that technology where we can just kind of point some eyes down? If we can laser guide a missile, surely we can knock out a few eyes. It can't be that difficult.
Isn't it crazy how lasers like affect eyes?
I don't believe it.
Well, like, you have to use lasers to fix people's eyes, but it's also used to destroy people's eyes. So it's like,
Good point, dude.
we're
LASIK.
towing the line here between blind
Yeah.
and seeing everything.
Tell me the truth, doctor. Okay, you say not to point it in my eye, but then you turn around and do it.
He's not telling the truth. Are eye doctors real? Are eye doctors real people? Like, is that okay?
Have you ever
If you're
heard
an
of somebody
eye
being an eye
doctor-
doctor? I've never seen one.
There's no way you feel good about calling yourself a doctor if you work on people's eyes. You definitely, if you're in a room with other doctors, like a physician, there's like other like heart doctors and stuff, and you're in there, the eye doctor, and you gotta be talking about your profession. Like, yeah, I'm an eye doctor. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a doc. Yeah, I work on people's eyes.
Dude, you know what
You gotta be so ashamed.
You know what the eye doctor's literal science is? You know what their big claim to fame is?
Seeing
They shoot you with little
the
air.
puff of air.
They puff you in the eyes with a little bit of air, and
No,
they're like,
no, you
"You're
know what's
all
worse?
good, boss."
You know what's worse? Read that.
True.
Read that.
They're like,
Start from the
do
top.
your eyes work? Read it.
Yeah. Start. What does it say?
What if I can't read,
Bro,
doctor?
my 4-year-old can do this. This is the stupidest. Dude, come on.
Eye doctors
are not
are
real.
fake
They're
science.
fake. If you're an eye doctor listening to this, stop listening. We don't want you. We don't want you here.
They're our top donors, dude.
Crap, dude. Are we gonna come
Everybody
out
out
with
of-
some Honest Honkies contact merch?
Honest honky glasses.
Honest Honkies
Protect-
eye drops.
Laser protection. Nobody can tell all your friends to try their lasers on your eyes and
We blind like half our audience, so they can only listen to the pod.
We need to, bro. We need to become an
That's
unstoppable force. And lasers, we have to be covered from all angles. Okay, how do we stop a blender missile? What kind of ice armor? Because you know how ice will kind of destroy. You don't want to put too thick of ice in your blender for your smoothie, so we need ice armor, laser proof glasses. And
If the missile's like spinning on you, right? You said it's spinning. If it's spinning on you, you just like wear like some kind of like
a giant fidget spinner.
a spinning device that spins the opposite way, so
No.
it stops it.
Oh yeah, it just catches it.
Yeah.
A giant fidget spinner armor.
You're like,
Dude, if you have fidget spinner armor, it'll instantly catch up to the rotation and just kind of catch it.
mm-hmm.
You just glue them all
That's
over
easy,
you.
dude. This is easy.
Imagine 30,000 men marching at you with dark laser-proof glasses
And fidget spinners on
and
them.
fidget spinner armor.
Giant fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner chainmail
chainmail.
with our spinners combined.
Oh my goodness.
I think we could be an unstoppable force. Oh, and T-red waves on the feet.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's such a clean
Drip out
army.
all of our soldiers in every branch of the military with Trump 45s.
POTUS 45s.
POTUS 45s.
You know how baller it would be for Trump to issue army boots, POTUS 45s?
They're pretty sweet.
That's what we need. We need army swag. Not a lot of.
Army swag.
Not a lot of. Because Hitler had Hugo Boss
Trump engraved body bags.
body bags.
Military swag.
No, that's for the other people. That's for the deads.
Casket.
None of us are dying.
POTUS 45 casket.
Trump's funeral probably would go crazy. I guarantee he has like a gold casket.
Oh yeah. Gold toilet, gold casket. There we are in gold again, dude. It's valuable.
Who do you think will
Trump likes
be
it.
a bigger funeral, Oprah Winfrey or Trump?
Trump. He's the most famous person in the world.
But she gave away so many cars.
So,
I don't know, dude. Oprah.
like,
might-
if you asked a 13-year-old right now who Oprah Winfrey is, I don't think they would know. They would know who Trump is.
Hmm.
Everybody's heard of Trump.
Dude,
It would be bigger than the Queen's.
Trump
funeral.
getting buried with his T-red waves on his feet, dripped till death.
Drip till death. That's crazy, dude. We're way over time right now.
Sorry,
That's all I gotta
guys.
say. I'm talking nonsensical now.
Come back next week. I didn't get to talk about the book I read, so we'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
I forgot to talk
I also
about
finished 12 More Rules for Life, so we can talk about that too.
it. Next week will be book club. Tune in.
Honest Honkies Book Club week next week.
Honest honkies.
Tune in. And you're all so excited for that.
Honk out, dude. 3,
Honk out.
2, 1. Oh.